All right, ladies and gentlemen, like and share the greatest event in human civilization and history as we are transitioned into a societal upheaval of epic proportions. I'm Christopher Greene, and you are watching AMTV. It's pretty hot today out here on a hike. That's why I got my hat on. Don't know how good the broadband is, so taking a little bit of a risk here. Today I did that video earlier this morning. Thought it was kind of funny. NASA's gonna launch Artemis 1. We're allegedly going back to the moon, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 50 years. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Every newswire, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, and we're all sitting there eating our popcorn, waiting for this unmanned moon launch, and what do? Cancel it. So typical. So typical, ladies and gentlemen. It is a hot one. Today, first rule of 1,000 extra life. Move. Get out there and move, ladies and gentlemen. Do hard stuff. Get out there, hike in the dead heat. Swim, hunt, fight sharks. Become a Renaissance man or a Renaissance woman. Get on your knees, pray to the Lord, Jesus Christ our King. So let's talk about what's going on, guys. This is a societal upheaval. You don't think they're done yet, do you? You don't think they just put you through all that the last couple years for no reason, and then they're gonna give up on it? No way, man. This is just getting started. This is a human level extinction transition event, and it's just the beginning. It's really just like a simulative mathematical equation that they figured out with their algorithms, how to reset society into what they call the new normalization. Yeah, that's right. People are missing the higher truth here. They don't see what's happening. You see, part of this is backfiring on them. Technological advancement, decentralization, things that we talk about at school like blockchain, island project, actually empowers people and makes you more free. They can't have that. That's only for them. They need to set controls and restrictions on your life on what you can or cannot do. You see, in a free world of globalization, this backfires on them. Means you can allow countries to compete for your business. You can go anywhere. You can travel freely. You can move out of different asset classes, different currencies. You don't need a bank anymore. That's a good thing about blockchain. You don't need a bank. You can own assets you never could afford before, like Island Project. When was it the average dude could own a $15 million ranch? That's not typical. Most people can't afford it. But with Island Project, you can do it. You own your fractional units, and it's tokenized. So the point is, this is a complete human level extinction, transformative event. And they're pushing very, very aggressively right now, ladies and gentlemen. Here, let's go get some shade. It's pretty hot out today. Woo! Top of this mountain. Gotta keep it real, baby. I always say that with my brother, Cody. Keeping it real, baby. Real, 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 we used to say. Oh, man. Beautiful day today. Again, I tell you, with your key preps, if you can't walk 2 miles, all the food, all the things you've been doing won't even matter. Okay, you've got to think about yourself in a worst case situation. SHTF. What you gonna do? Can you walk? Do you got friends you can rely on? See, the beauty of the Island Project, the beauty of what we're doing is it's bringing like minds together for the first time in human history. Amazing, talented people. I've been introducing you to some of them in recent days. We've got dozens of people coming into Maui that have already been here. Each of these individuals collectively are stronger, united as part of the Island Project team. This is what's so dope, man. I got huge technologists, major investors, doctors, physicians, outdoorsmen, businesswomen, businessmen, spiritual leaders, pastors, all a part of what we're doing, building the first digital Noah's Ark in the world. That's beautiful, ain't it? Like and share it, baby. Oh man, it's like turquoise today. And it's a lifestyle enhancement. I mean, to me, life is so short. Of course, I want to be successful like all y'all. I want to make money. Most important thing is, I want to be free. You see, the thing I've been seeking all these years is complete, utter autonomy and freedom. See, I believe in you, ladies and gentlemen. I believe in the old America. I believe in small towns where when your brother's in trouble, maybe he loses a job or God forbid his house comes on fire, you show up in the middle of the night with the rest of the townspeople and you back each other up. We live in a country like that. Well, we don't live in a country like that anymore where people don't do that. It's me. They put these fake walls between them and the other houses. Everyone's got their, piece of the mega McMansion dream if you're lucky enough to get there. And people aren't working together. But you see, that's the system of design to collapse community, the familial structure, the nuclear family, traditional roles of husband and wife. They don't want that. They don't want you to be a strong family. They don't want you to have a strong community because that's actual real wealth. Bigger than money, ladies and gentlemen, or your net worth, is the people you know. It's your community assets. It's your friends and family. It's your small town, so to speak. So what are we doing with Island Project? We're basically forming not only the digital Noah's Ark, but the digital on the ground using technology as a weapon, okay? And these new communities, which is what Island Project is. Real fractional ownership, no debt, cash flows, you're out of the banks because we don't need them anymore, plus they pay us zero. We don't get anything from the banks nowadays anymore, so why would we do that? There's no reason to do that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and in a U.S. debt default collapse, of which we're going to have capital controls very, very soon. Capital controls are coming to the United States. And this is a very slippery slope, kind of like what I'm on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, means you won't have access to your money potentially at the banks. You see, this is what the billionaires have been saying, not just me. This is why smart money's getting out of banks, getting out of debt, and it's buying real assets. But let's go back to the transition of humanity, okay? Because what they want you to believe is not only are we going to the moon, even though they canceled that today, that's kind of funny. They want you to believe that you came from a monkey, okay? And that you came from a giant fart. Basically, the universe belched and blew some gas one day and then created human intelligence and the beauty that you all see around me. See this? They say, if you believe them, that a fart created all this, just some gas. It's like eating too many bowls of chili or something. And that's the best that they can offer. Okay, you came from monkeys. You're not special. No one cares about you. Do what you're told. Don't be free. Go get that college debt, which they'll later reverse because it's broken. They'll tell you to bail out the banks because if you don't, these billionaires, won't be able to maintain their lifestyles. So make sure to do that. This is a human setup. This is a human setup, ladies and gentlemen. So what's the setup? Again, it's kind of backfiring against them. I mean, we win. But the problem is with all these advancements in technology, algorithms, blockchain, moving outside of the banking system, people able to use social media and the internet as they're losing control over the base population that they used to have a lot of control over. There was only a couple television channels or one radio station that everyone had to listen to. That's easy to control someone when you control the vacuum of information. But you see, they don't control that anymore. There's too many distributed currents. Okay, I call you guys, for example, the tidal waves. Okay, you guys are the little ripples that turn into the big wave. So in a world of globalization, which is what they want, less sovereign borders, the collapse of nation states and the West, the collapse of the United States and Europe, they still got to figure out a way to maintain some kind of semblance of control. And here's the reason why. If they don't do that, ladies and gentlemen, as people wake up and awaken their eyes and pull the wool away, they'll start asking questions like, well, why do I pay taxes if I don't have to live in the United States? If my businesses are domiciled on the internet outside of the system and they print currency from nothing, okay, it has no value, it's not backed by gold or silver or land or real estate, wheat, or a commodity, then why am I even partaking in this system? And so that's the problem that these controllers face. There's where I just came from, right there, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they face. So they've got to create the problem and then put up the solution for the human civilization setup. So this sounds crazy, but it's actually not. But what we're going to get next is the alien card. We're going to get the Project Bluebeam card, the great reveal in the sky. This has been written in very important books like Beyond a Pale Horse, which I encourage you to read. I'm not saying I believe everything in that book, but a lot of what was written there actually has come to pass. And I've been explaining this to you guys for a very long time, how they're going to build all this up into the transition of humanity, which has always been the plan. Take that in, ladies and gentlemen. It's quite beautiful today, quite gorgeous, quite absolutely amazing. Here, let's get our physical bodies moving for a second here. Okay, do some push-ups. I got a pack, probably about 50 pounds on me right now too. Oh, okay, let's get moving here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Good form, guys. 23, 24, 25. Do more here in a minute. Sure, I keep talking to you guys. Ooh, it is a hot one. It is a hot one. We've noticed today and this year, it's really picking up, man, all across the country. You can see how bad I'm sweating right now. Oh, I'll hit the more reps, baby. I got those coming, man. I got those coming. So we're in a situation now where there's no turning back. They ran these algorithms. They had to get a certain percentage of the human population in line to reach the saturation point, which they did. It's just math. So they already know that they won in that regard, which is why they faked retreated a little bit, right? Things kind of ease up. It's because they already won. Not the big picture, not the holy picture. Again, the return of our King, Jesus Christ, is imminent. Hallelujah and amen. I was smiling this morning just thinking about that. I was like, wow, I just amazing peace of mind and so much hope and his glory. Man, it's just so beautiful, and it's a miracle to know that truth. But like David, you're the slingshot. All you need, he only had 5 pebbles. He didn't even need armor. Well, it wasn't his brother or Saul or someone tried to put some body armor. He's like, dude, I don't need this. I got the glory of God. That's all I need. And you see, this is all you need. This is all we need. So the thing that people are missing too, they're slingshot because you need tools. They're missing community, and they're missing profiting from the largest disruption in world history just for self-protection. I mean, geez, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, You don't want these people to be the only people on the other side of the wealth transfer, do you? You don't want to suffer. You want to be prepped. You want to build alternatives. You look at the various alternative communities throughout history that are completely self-sufficient, do their own things, and the Amish come to mind, where they don't even use modern electricity. It's horse and carriage, and there's certain mores. I guess, don't they cut kind of the mustache there and let everything else grow back? But people have gotten soft, and they've gotten weak. And a lot of people maybe just don't know, purpose-wise, what to do. They don't know how to build themselves up, how to create from nothing. All right, I can see a beautiful cardinal. See if you can see it. Oop, flew away. I don't know if you caught that. It's kind of far away. It's a good sign, though. Beautiful. Beautiful red cardinal. So, are you ready? Do you have a community? Are you in real assets? Do you have a purpose? Are you of like minds? A lot of you ask, Chris, what do I get with the Island Project Club? Personal access to me. That's the value. You get me on a direct line. 15, 25-minute phone call for the next 10 of you today. I don't have a link yet, but I will soon. It's islandprojectclub.com. The Diamond Nuts, I see there in the comment section. God bless you, man. Should inspire you. Should inspire you. So you get that plus the private release before the public roadmap of the blockchain I'm launching. Now, of course, you should do both. Not just the minimum islandprojectclub.com. 1,500, you pick your amount. That'll be the benchmark, how much time, access you get to me. Our roadmap, future perks and benefits as an early bird. But you also need to fill out an app to our private placement, not available to the public, at islandproject.com. There's a little app there. It's a minimum $30K, but that's a bare minimum. Most people coming in, and we're only going to have a couple hundred investors at most. Most people coming in are coming in at like 100, 150, 250. And I've had a few larger contributors as well. So, got to be building those communities, ladies and gentlemen. Got to be putting in the effort and the work for your own success. Yeah. Feels good to sweat. You know, sweating is extremely detoxifying. Oh, and so this is why they keep selling you on this idea of the apocalypse, which is coming, biblically speaking, but the weather, we see people like Bezos, Musk, telling us the population is going to decline. This is why they're going to space. The engineered supply shocks, electricity shock in the UK. Bills are up to 80% higher or something crazy like that, because that's a sales pitch of psychological social engineering for the controls that they'll be setting up next. Because again, they didn't get rid of any of this, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? They're just getting started. There's another badass right there, man. Only a few of us on this mountain today. Okay, let's do some more push-ups. Knock a few more out. Keep the pack on. Encourage you today. Spread the legs a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Pack's about 50 pounds too, so it makes it harder. I usually like to superset those, scale down until failure. Get the dirt in your hands. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, whew, what a workout today. Just want to keep you on point. Appreciate your support. If so inclined, this message is calling you. Want to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Make money, 1000x, create cash flows, build community, find purpose, have real ownership of the best asset class in the world. Click the links below. Visit us islandprojectclub.com and also islandproject.com. Get in, you can speak with my team. Never contact you on Telegram or WhatsApp. I will never friend request you on Facebook or send you an email from a domain that wasn't just listed. See the beach right down there, right behind me. God bless. So again, guys, are you ready? Are you ready? People say, oh, well, Chris, I understand all this. I know where it's going. Cool, profit from it. Profit with us. People ask me all the time, Christopher, how did you get Bitcoin rich? What happened? I bought when everyone else didn't. And then I stuck with it. And I kept building for years. In the face of adversity, I just kept moving my feet. Just like I'm doing now, never quitting. Same thing with Island Project. I launched July 4th, 2022. It's our Declaration of Independence for all you participating. It is our 1776 for freedom, for autonomous community builds, and so much more. So anyways, guys, I love you. I've been out here for a while. Got more of my workout to do. So any comments, questions you have, again, please like and share. But that's the big picture of where all this is headed. Here's where I'll leave you. You think what happened over the last couple years is big. Wait until you see what's next. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. They got something even worse planned. It's going to get much worse. You thought you saw panic buying over the last couple years, food, groceries, real estate, huge asset dislocations. You've seen nothing yet. They're going to bring everything down. The goal is to bankrupt everybody but themselves in the largest wealth transfer pre-planned in world history. Then crisis after crisis, whether or not random or not, I'll let you decide. They offer the solution to it, to the problems that were just created. Whether or not it's sky-high electricity bills, it's food supply issues, okay, it's restrictive measures, it's the weather. Notice California says you can't drive a gasoline car anymore. By 2025, they're going to make sure that that's outlawed. And you won't be able to do that again because they say so. And algorithms that have been programmed by these same individuals will be on the higher end of this new system with special privileges that other people don't get. Imagine, God forbid, getting into a head-on or potential head-on collision in a car that's self-driving via an algorithm written by, let's say, Jack Dorsey. And the difference is between Jack Dorsey and you in that head-on. Who do you think the algorithm's going to save? Their creator. So we're going to lose, literally, if we don't do something. If you don't do something and build the alternative Mayflower and set sail on the new digital arcs to the new free world as a part of Island Project, you'll lose everything. Not just money, generational wealth, community, purpose, assets, but honestly, most important, your humanity and salvation. Because at the end of the day, the goal is a synthetic merger of human beings with new technology and the integration and transition of humans with big tech connected to a hive and a group sentiment and order structure, much like a bee's nest where there's a queen bee as the head algorithm and everyone else follows in line. And they don't even know why. It's just how the things are, because they count on a generational shift. So if you don't trust your history, for example, over the last 2 years, why would you trust your history over the last 200? Again, I asked the question today. Supposedly we were going to the moon today, but it got canceled. Pretty predictable. So again, what do you believe? And in addition to that, what are you building? You know, I'm calling for all of you to rise in a big way, to click big, pre-order big, put an amount, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 2,000, 1,500, whatever you're comfortable with. Join the club, islandprojectclub.com. There's only 10 spots left for phone calls this month, and we close out in a couple days. So it's your last chance to get direct access and align to me and exclusivity on the before the public launch regarding our blockchain. It's your last chance to get into islandproject.com. Be private placement, not available to the public. You must already be a member at one of our platforms. Whoa! One of our schools, either bitcoinrich.com or the club. So you've got to do that first because we need a pre-existing relationship with all of you. Not available to the public. That's a minimum of 30. Come in with 150, 250 or more if you can. That's what's going to put you and level you up. Okay, 30K is great. You're a founder, but level up as much as you can. My opinion, not financial advice, get out of the banks. They pay zero. I think we're going to have a financial U.S. debt default and collapse. You're already making no money. Even if you look at the stock market, you can buy Apple computers, it pays less than 1% dividend. And then you're taxed, 50% if you're in the upper bracket of taxes. There's a lot of things we can do with Island Project and real estate for tax deferral, exchanges, creative solutions, not to mention the tokenization component that no one else in the world is doing. So you've got all those advantages and more. Plus, a badass community of like minds. Because the whole point, guys, is to live a great life. The whole point is to do big things, to have your wellness, to have community, to have your salvation, to hopefully use money as a tool and not to glorify yourself, to do big things, help others that may need it, spread the gospel, and just be an incredible light. Because again, at the end of the day, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you have a choice. Your choice is either to be average and weak and live full of regret. Maybe someday you'll be on your deathbed and why was I so scared? I should have taken those actions. I should have 1000x myself. I should have thought bigger. Or you come to the other side. See, it's kind of like the red pill in the movie Matrix, like the shirt I'm wearing. You take that, you go down the rabbit hole, you live the life of your dreams. People ask me, Christopher, how do you do it? I do it because I set my mind to it. No one else is. Everyone else thinking small. They're doing the 9 to 5, getting drunk on the weekends because they hate their life. They're not able to do the things that they want, but the secret is you are. You are able to. There is no limit to what you can do if you have the right mindset and you put in the work. And then in addition to that, you're taking advantage of major trends. And one thing I've always been good at is the technological trends, whether or not it's social media, e-commerce, or the internet, which made me not to, say I'm the greatest in the world, but it's made me a multi-millionaire many times over. But now in the blockchain space, which is going to be even bigger, especially with our eventual token launch and the Island Project portfolio of like minds, finding solutions and building financial, economic, spiritual cash flow arcs of the future, then tokenizing it around the world and replicating it in a portable nature where you eventually hold your own wallet and keys. Liquidity, freedom, autonomy, and community. It's basically the new America digitized and on the ground with no debt. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, you were right, we are the ultimate currency. Human intelligence and consciousness, ladies and gentlemen, that's an excellent comment, is the real currency. I'll attach links, last chance to get in this month. islandprojectclub.com, just click it, get in, make sure you pre-order and set the amount so you make sure you actually get dialed in. We only got a couple days at the end of the month, then it's closing. I only have 10 spots left for the private access to me, that personal consult. And I'll be getting back to you too. We had a few registrants this weekend, a lot of you actually, and I've got you on my list to call, so I will get to you. But make sure you get in. I only have so much time in a day. And then get in at islandproject.com and fill out an app, talk to my father, talk to my team. You can talk to me, and that's how you do it. You do those two things. It's simple as American apple pie. If you want 1000x, ladies and gentlemen, You got to get out there. All glory to God. Jesus Christ is King. Take in the view of the beautiful mountain today and get ready and get prepared, because the big one, the big reveal is coming.